Okay. Hi.
Hi, Matt. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Tiani.
Tiani. Hey, thank you.
And this is Lena.
Hi, Lena. So what's your problems you're having?
My air is not blowing cold no more.
Does it blow at all?
Yeah.
It's just warm?
Yes.
Okay.
Warm.
Did you say you put Freon in it?
Yeah, let me show you.
Okay.
I bought this.
Oh yeah.
And I tried to put it in there. I YouTubed how to do it, but whenever I put it on there and I like blow it in, it goes right to the red instead of low.
Yeah. Well, typically when that happens, it means your compressor's not turning on to pull it in.
Okay.
To pull the Freon down. But yeah, let me take a look. Oh, those things are really convenient. I've used them a few times. They're pretty. I've actually hooked up my professional gauges to a vehicle after they were using that, and they're pretty accurate. I mean, to be honest. All right, let's take a look here. I like the.
When I start my car up, it
Oh, really?
yeah, and I don't know.
Typically, when I hear things like that, it sounds like an exhaust leak to me.
Like the pipe in the back?
Yeah, like, well, that's a muffler. So, but you have a full exhaust from the exhaust side of the engine all the way to the back. So you'll have like donut gaskets, you got flex pipes, things like that that leak. And sometimes even the metal itself will start to chip off and get holes in it and stuff.
Okay.
What's funny is I literally just left this exact car doing this exact thing.
Oh, really?
But I put in the condenser in the dryer, but they had beforehand had a dryer that failed. And
What's the dryer? What's the drying?
so the it's the moisture that's in throughout the AC system itself.
Okay.
And in the dryer there's these little bead looking deals. They're called deficit beads, and they just, when the dryer goes out, they'll go out throughout the component. And it was all in the condenser, so we had to replace it and everything. No, it's your compressor. It's showing that it's on. It's showing that it's working, but your clutch isn't engaging. And typically that's what happens when your compressor starts to fail.
Is that expensive?
Well, not really. I mean, not when you're dealing with me. I mean, it's pretty cheap. I'll put it on for you. We'll just have to get a price on the compressor itself. Hey, dude. I'm not even kidding you. I'll have to double check with what year was this?
2010.
Okay, yeah. So the one I just did was an 04, and I made a mistake, and I actually bought 2 compressors, and I bought a whole system twice. And so I have another compressor. If it matches, I'll put it on. I'll have to look. It'll be super cheap. Yeah, I'll work something out with you. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I won't really charge you nothing for the labor on installing it. We'll just get the compressor squared away. We'll purchase the compressor.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It ain't been out that long, but it's hot.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, man, I have a service truck, a big old giant box truck, and I had to buy an AC for it and everything, and I've been having to drive that. Yeah. Just because it has AC, and it's freaking a nightmare without it. It's so, it puts things in a whole different perspective for customers that I do AC repairs for.
I don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because it's hot.
Yeah, oh I know. It's definitely too hot to go anywhere. Especially without AC. You can't even have the windows down and get a breeze. I like your steering wheel cover. It's pretty.
Thank you.
This thing's handy. I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
It's 15 ounces. It doesn't really look like you put much in it.
I didn't, but I'm just a girl. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to fuck it up more.
Yeah, oh, I understand. Yeah, and it would. I mean, if you overcharged it, seals would start to go out and stuff. Sometimes, in a lot of cases, I've seen the clutch off of compressors straight get like ejected off of the compressor itself because of that.
It's too much.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I had one time my CB axle broke, and it like fell off. So
Oh, wow, yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to fuck up.
No, that'll happen, yeah. It'll happen. It's crazy. Tie rods, little things like that break. Yeah, I've done even sway bars for people that are like, I seriously feel like my wheel's gonna fly off. Yeah, so stuff like that. But all right, yeah, give me a little bit. I just gotta double check and make sure that no force compressor can go inside no 10.
Okay.
Which I think it can. Everything looked the exact same. But if not, I'll see what I can do about getting one, and then we'll work something out on like a payment or a price.
Okay.
But it was great to meet you.
You too. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'll talk to you soon. Did I give you your keys? Yeah, you got them. Awesome. You're welcome. All right, guys, so here's the deal. Enlighten time. Typically in a situation like that, if you're showing you're way like overcharged, you want to take some Freon out. Now this customer wasn't able to add any because as soon as she put it on there, it red hot immediately. And I'll tell you why it did that, is because the AC system is not cycling. Before it was working just fine, and then it slowly stopped working, and then it went to the point where it stopped working, period. And then when she thought it was just low on Freon, which most people do, and then she tried to put some Freon in there, and went right to the red. So I know a lot of times when your AC compressor goes out, the first thing that goes to your mind was maybe it's low on Freon and I need to put some Freon in it. But obviously, guys, that's not always the case. And here's the deal, guys. If I didn't have a power probe, the first thing I would have probably done myself was take some Freon out and then look at the gauge again and see if it drops at all, and then try to get it to an accurate level. But here's the deal on this situation. Because I had my power probe and it was working just fine, she wasn't able to add any to it because it showed that it had way too much. But it worked just fine before any of that, and then it just like slowly went out to the point where it just started to blow hot, period. That led me to believe that it wasn't like a Freon problem and that it was a compressor problem. But I put all those things into factor, and then I was like, okay, I don't think it was overcharged at all. I think the compressor itself just failed. And then when I tried to probe it, guys, it was already showing that it was on. It was showing that the compressor was live and active. And I took it a step further, guys, and I went down there as the engine was running, and I put my hand on that AC clutch, and it was free spinning. So, which is a better thing than it just falling completely off. But again, that's just a failed clutch on that compressor, and you can rebuild them if you want to, but we're not going to rebuild them. We're just going to replace them. Personally, I don't like to rebuild AC compressors. I would rather just replace them. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing. And like I was telling her, working out in this heat and then not having any AC puts a whole new perspective on people that don't have AC, period. So I almost want to do like a whole AC month where I just give promotions out the entire month. You know what I mean? To anybody that has AC problems.